Hello and welcome back to Jungle Frequencies. I'm your host Elias Stone. If you saw the YouTube short I posted this morning, you'll know I had a run-in with a river coil the size of a truck tire, an anaconda. But before we get to that interview and other things on the agenda, let's roll the intro.
Whisper wild, calling deep in the haze. Shadows dance where the firelight plays. Elias walks where the stories stay. Carved in the dirt, voices never fade. Jungle frequencies, hear the earth's heartbeat. Jungle frequencies, where the echoes meet. Jungle frequencies, feel the drums repeat.
I was tracking along the jungle looking for my next spot to set up camp, before I head back to my cabin, when I tripped over what I thought was a big branch that fell. Wasn't. It rose slow, smooth, green and gold in the morning light. An anaconda, biggest I've seen, and maybe the last I'll ever be this close to. It didn't strike, just hovered there, staring me down, daring me to breathe wrong. I did the only thing I could do. I hit record. But I'd like to say some things first. The green anaconda isn't just a snake, it's the heavyweight of the serpent world. Longest can stretch over 20 feet, some weighing in at 200 pounds or more. They're built for water. Eyes and nostrils sit high on the skull, so they can lie submerged, almost invisible, until something strays too close. They don't waste venom. Instead, they use pure force. A strike, a coil, and the river does the rest. People like to tell stories. Monsters in the water, man-eaters. Truth is, they rarely go for humans. But when you're face to face, the statistics don't calm your heartbeat. All you see is muscle, patience, and the ability to crush you in a moment. And that's what I saw this morning, up close. Closer than most would want. I'd be lying if I said the thought of poking it with a stick didn't cross my mind. But anacondas are ambush hunters. Unlike pythons that may give chase, anacondas prefer to wait in the shallows, patient as stone, until a meal wanders too close. And when they strike, it isn't what most people think. Constriction isn't just squeezing the breath out, it's a blood choke. The coils cut circulation, shutting down the heart and brain in seconds. Quick, efficient, final. The fact that I stumbled upon it and am alive is a wonder. Their diet, just about anything foolish enough to cross their path. Caimans, capybaras, tapirs, even jaguars on the wrong day. And here's the truth. The biggest kills, the legends you hear in riverside towns, almost always come from females. They grow much larger than the males, carrying the real weight of the species. On land, they're slow, awkward, dragging their bulk like a rope of muscle. But in the water, they're silent lightning, perfectly at home, perfectly in control. And when they eat, they don't nibble, they gorge. A single massive kill can keep an anaconda fed for weeks, sometimes months. It's what I call the swell and starve strategy. Feast, then vanish into stillness until the hunger returns. Again, I'm lucky to be alive. I'll need to be more careful in the future. But before we get to the interview, a word from our sponsor, Wild Horn Tavern.
Saucy, bursting at the seams. Wild Horn Tavern is where you feast. Deep fried magic, a flavor beast. Grab a leg, grab a seat. Stay a while. Wild Horn Tavern, food with wild style.
Out here in the wild, you don't always get a professionally cooked meal. Sometimes it's dried beans, sometimes it's whatever you can carry, sometimes it's whatever you manage to trap that day, if anything. Don't get me wrong, I love the taste of fresh roasted fish over an open fire as much as the next guy, but if I make it back to civilization, there's only one place that puts the jungle to shame: Wild Horn Tavern. They don't just serve wings, no sir, they serve buffalo legs, fried golden, dripping with sauce, and stacked higher than your appetite. It's not just dinner, it's a challenge, it's a feast, it's survival with a side of fries. So when you're done wrestling the river or dodging what hunts in the dark, pull up a chair, grab a leg, and stay a while. Wild Horn Tavern, where the horns are wild and the legs are fried.
Jungle frequencies, hear the earth's heartbeat. Jungle frequencies, where the echoes meet. Jungle frequencies, feel the drums repeat.
Today, a special guest on the podcast. Since you're here, let's make this official. Name, please. Strong, silent type. I get it. Tell me, what's it like living in the Amazon? That's what I thought. I hear you ambush your prey when hunting. And between us, I hope that moment isn't right now. Alright, next question. Favorite prey? Yeah, that wasn't rabbits. Let me guess. Capybara, caiman, maybe jaguar if the jungle deals you one. Now, some people say you'll go weeks, even months, without a meal. Is that discipline or just patience? Patience then. Do you sometimes get a Tuesday snack, maybe a chocolate egg? Haha. Final question. Right now you're less than 15 feet away. Why haven't you struck? Because you don't have to. Thank you for your time and for sparing mine. So, some final thoughts before signing off tonight. Firstly, I should be back to my cabin within a couple days. Hopefully I'll have better audio then. Second, I have to advise people to not have a conversation with an anaconda unless you work at a zoo. Thirdly, some lessons to take home. The anaconda is home in the water, where it can preform best. Just because you are struggling doesn't mean you aren't capable of doing great things. Perhaps you are in the wrong location to achieve your full potential. To add to that point, an anaconda who lives on land because it wants to is not going to thrive like one in the water. Do what you're good at, go on land occasionally, but if you live there, you'll starve. Second lesson to pull is, if you are caught in the coil, try to protect your chest so you have room to breathe. When you feel like you're being crushed, just remember to take time to breathe and calm down to properly handle the situation. And lastly, the third lesson. Most survival cases come from outside help. That thing that is crushing you in your life, you can't always handle it on your own. Reach out and ask for help. It's okay. Again, if the recorder's going, I'm alive. This is Elias Stone signing off.
Twist like veins in the restless ground. Winds carry tales in their endless sound. Elias listens where the lost are found. Every secret howling unbound. Rhythms pound in the bones of the night, under stars sharp as teeth. A pulse that binds wrong and right, a voice you won't believe. frequencies. Hear the earth's heartbeat, jungle frequencies. Where the echoes meet, jungle frequencies. Feel the drums repeat.